What is going on, guys? My name's D-Free. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. Today we're going to go over Gohan. Yes, the new STR Gohan that's about to drop. We're going to go over his full category list. So all of the units that are available, Nordax went ahead and leaked those for us. So if you're not following Nordax974, go ahead and do so over on Twitter. That's his handle. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about it. So a lot of units are available, including but not limited to LR Trunks and LR Gohan. So this team is actually pretty broken. I don't know about calculations yet. As of yesterday, I think that the Fusion team, according to Mobile Man over on the Reddit, shout out to the Reddit, I think that the Fusion team was still out damaging this team, even with those guys under consideration. Could be mistaken, but I will say that going forward, this team is going to be the prohibitive best team in the game until something else drops, right? And the reason being is because double Gohans buffs you guys your unit's defense by about 440,000, or excuse me, 440%. I was like 440,000. That's a lot. 440% defense up, and of course the team is gonna have like over 400,000 HP. That's where that number was coming from. And here's the funny thing: even when bosses start to have like 15 to 20 life bars, I know it sounds scary, but this Gohan has a non-turn restricted Kaioken mechanic, so he's just going to continually hit harder and harder. When you have two of them, they're going to start hitting harder and harder. You know, he starts off hitting for maybe 1,000,000 damage, and that starts to be 2, 3, depending on how long the events are, and they just won't die. It's that simple. And of course, with the items and all that stuff, it's ridiculous. So definitely go for the Gohan. Even if you can't build the optimal team, quote unquote optimal, go for it. I'm going to have to look into what all is available here to truly decide what could be the best for this, because there's a lot of option. But I will say that the non-LR version, non-LR Trunks and LR Gohan, because of course those guys are really hard to pull, is going to be kind of weird. It's not going to be so good because the Gohan lead doesn't really share a common link across the board. So it's going to be a weird combination of support probably, which will definitely hold the team back. But it should still be able to do a lot of the things that I mentioned it could do in the future with Gohan, so on and so forth, simply hinging on his greatness, basically. So, like I said, I think Fusion's still out damage at this point. Could be mistaken, which would make sense anyway because they get a 150% up attack increase, while this team, I think, gets 130% despite having the LR cards. That may be too much for them to overcome. So, anyways, we have these guys here. We have the GT Trunks, who's a phenomenal unit that hits really hard. We have all three variations of the LR Gohan card. We have Pan. We have a bunch of useless cards. The SR cards and the R cards are just kind of like inconsequential options that, like, I guess they put in just for consideration. If somebody doesn't have something, of course, that makes sense. But we have the Gohan, his non-awakened form. You might as well awaken him. He's a good unit, though. We have the Trunks, who I'm actually going to do a showcase of this Trunks awakened at SA10 sometime over the course of the next couple of days or so. We have the Gotenks units. We have the other Gohans that you can't even run. That's the funny thing. You can't even run them because they're going to have the same exact name. So that's the thing. Anyways, moving on to the next post, we have the farmable AGL Trunks. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Farmable AGL Trunks SR, Xeno Trunks SSR, Future Gohan, who's going to be really good on this team under certain scenarios if you chose to run him. Another Ultimate Gohan you can't run. Adult Gohan is solid too. They have the Trunks over on the right side, the Pan, the Gotenks SS3 Tech, and then a couple of Gohan SR cards. Goten and Trunks cards and Gotenks. So these Goten and Trunks cards and of course the the Goten AGL, his awakening could be very good on this team too. That's what I said about it. Like, the team may run like some weird combination of non-transcendent URs and maybe transcendent URs that have the rebirth link if you don't have the LRs, because once again, the LRs, Trunks and Gohan, have shocking speed. Of course, Gohan is very self-sufficient. Of course, you could also probably throw Weirus on the team and be perfectly fine key-wise. But if you don't have them, the Gohan lead simply has nobody. He does it super early like Intelligence Gohan. He's going to struggle, and that's just the reality. And then on top of that, inherently, whoever he's linked with will struggle. Of course, physical Gotenks or SS3 Tech Gotenks, whatever, they're going to be there too, and they super early, so it's not that big of a deal. But the rest of the units may struggle. So that's something that I've always talked about on this channel here. Anyways, we have some more guys. Gohan, Goten, Trunks units. Just a whole bunch of inconsequential units. Here's the Goten AGL rebirth that I talked about not too long ago. Here's a physical Trunks' rebirth too. Very solid units, both of them. We have... See, and these are some of the guys that actually do have shocking speed. Like this guy here at SA10 may be very good on this team. I don't know yet. So same thing goes for on the very bottom right, that Goten, or excuse me, the Gohan. There's a whole lot of goes in this, so it's kind of hard, especially when I talk fast. Let me slow down. Saiyaman SS2 Gohan there. Broadpan could be very usable on this team. That World Tournament Gohan is probably going to be optimal right here. We have the rebirth for Xeno Trunks. A whole lot of stuff here, to be honest. This is a very, very, very long list of units. Like literally every Saiyan hybrid, as opposed to like somebody like a Mira who does have Saiyan genes, or like a Cell. Literally, they have to be Saiyan characters. I guess those guys are technically still, but you know what I mean. Anyways, we have the Baba Shop Gohan there. That's pretty cool, but you can't run him if you have like LR Gohan or the STR one, which both of them are better anyway. He needs an awakening. They'll probably give it to him eventually. But we also have some of these other SR cards that are very old, unusable at this point for a lot of purposes other than SA raises. We have Rage Trunks could be very good, both of his variations. Unfortunately, they have the same name. I think this Tech Trunks has the exact same name too, but he could be very good on the team. Once again, we're looking at units that primarily have Prepare for Battle. If you look at this, literally, that is across the board. They all share Prepare for Battle except for their leader. This is why I'm saying that could be an issue. Even if you have self-sufficient units. And over here, there's nothing really too good to really talk about. This Gohan has Shocking Speed too. He's a support unit, very, very old unit. He needs a rebirth badly. I think he'd still be kind of bad because he's a support unit that gives a flat boost. I think at like 5 key, he gives the allies plus 2,000 attack. Unless that jumps to like 10 or 15,000, which still could be kind of bad in comparison, like 25 or 30% or 40%, which we're seeing a lot of, depending on how the numbers calculate, of course. He's not going to be so good, but once again, it's all about options, right, and what you have and what you don't have. So what else do we have here? We have the older rebirths of Trunks and Gohan, SS2 or SS1 Gotenks there, SS2 Saiyaman Gohan, his pre-awakened form. The Trunks, this Tech Trunks recently awakened. I did a showcase of him on the channel just literally like a few days ago. Click on the main channel page, you'll see him on the thumbnail. I didn't actually advertise it as a showcase for him, but he's just kind of in the thumbnail. So that's pretty much it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So there's a lot of units, a lot of units in this list that awaken. It's a very thick with the double C's at the end. A lot of units that awaken. Like I said, I'm going to have to sit down and really think about it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on all this information that I said. Of course, they're probably not the hardest hitting team in the game, but they definitely have the longevity. So anyways, have an awesome day. Thank you guys for the support, and I'll catch you guys later on. I'm going to go ahead and do some summons for the Gohan banner. I'm probably getting paid tomorrow, maybe Saturday, so I don't know. It just depends when I get paid. I'm like behind. Like I want to do some blazing summons, a whole lot, and I've been waiting to get paid because I've had some issues with like the direct deposit and stuff, which is always annoying whenever you get that. But we'll be back for sure later on today or tomorrow with more content. Have an awesome day. Thank you for the support, and I'll catch you guys later on. Peace out, guys.